At the foot of the Lukenya Hills, Nairobi, Kenya, lies the premier institution of higher learning, Daystar University. Set on a 300-acre piece of land, Daystar offers its rich international student population not just academics, but a place for recreation, serenity, and creative development. Founded in 1974, Daystar University has 2 campuses, in Nairobi and at the Athi River area. Daystar attracts majority of its student population from the larger African continent.
Mulibanji, we come from the warm heart of Africa, Malawi.
We are part of the Nigerian community at Daystar University.
Daystar University currently has over 31 nationalities represented on its campuses. With over 14,000 graduates since its inception, Daystar University offers bachelor, master, PhD degrees and has 5,000 students currently enrolled.
I found the quality of education at Daystar during my BA very well rounded. I was a student of communication arts and also community development. But the first thing that really impressed me is that as a Christian, all the courses were biblically based and also very practical. When I went back to Daystar for my master's, I also found the training very focused. And even though I was studying communications again, I found that all the courses were really geared towards training me as a Christian leader, which is what I ended up becoming within Transworld Radio. And there was a leadership aspect in most of the courses that I did, and not just leadership, but also servant leadership. After I graduated the following year, I was appointed to lead Daystar Radio Kenya, and I was the first woman, African woman, to take a leadership role.
An institution that is known for its commitment to education, quality education in higher learning, but education that is based on scripture.
Are you ready? I can't hear. Ready? You may now turn your tassels from the right to the left.
More than 14,000 students have graduated from Daystar, and a significant number of them, as we receive reports from employers, from those who are self-employed, from those working in government institutions, is that these are people who are unique in their dedication to work, unique in their commitment to people. We particularly are very grateful to the number of people who have joined us in supporting this commitment to God and to higher education. And therefore, we want to take this opportunity to thank all those who have donated in kind, in cash, in encouragement, to make Daystar what it is and what currently it is, and the future of Daystar is bright.
During my BA, I benefited from small scholarships from different well-wishers that enabled me to complete my studies at the top of my class in communications. So scholarships do make a big difference, and I think many of Daystar students who have benefited from a scholarship have gone on to make a real change in the communities that God has sent them to serve.
We've had several of our Bethel students study at Daystar, and we've had Daystar students come and study with us at Bethel. And that mutual exchange has been beneficial to both of us. We get a pretty good view of the type of quality of academic programs, quality of life experience, and the quality of Christian faith expression that exists at Daystar through those exchanges. We view Daystar as a major shaper of culture in East Africa. So many of its graduates have gone on to important places of leadership and service throughout the country and literally throughout the world. Let me tell you in a nutshell what excites me about Daystar. First, it's very Christ-centered in all that it does. Second, we're excited about the quality of its academic programs. It has doing top-level work and putting together that Christian faith commitment with what happens in the classroom and beyond in a way that's truly life-shaping. Third, we love the education that occurs in an African context. The fact that African students are taught by African faculty members really matters because it takes the education from theory to practice in a way that's seamless.
Because of our commitment to servant leadership, we would like to ensure that students who graduate here continually remember that by the leadership of the university washing symbolically a number of students' feet. But also during their graduation, they are also given a towel and invited to join what every graduate joins as the Order of the Towel. This is symbolically to remind them of what Christ did to his disciples. He said, as a leader, I wash your feet to help you remember that you need also to wash other people's feet. To be a leader is to be a servant of others.
My training in Daystar has been very valuable. First of all, the biblical principles, the patience, tolerance, and even just persistence are virtues that have now gotten into me. But additionally, because I trained in community development, the mobilization and the fact that I can use the biblical principles to really persuade the communities into towards a cause like justice. So it's a valuable training that I got from Daystar.
Coming from a marginalized community of the Maasai, my hopes were really dim of ever having this classic and best education ever that I have right now. Through a donor who believed in my brother, who was a graduate at Daystar in 2010, she managed to believe in us, and that's why we are here right now. The love that she accorded to us has been really motivating, and it is through that I joined DUREMO, that is Daystar University Resource Mobilization, which is also to help the needy students around Daystar University. I felt that urge of helping other students because it is through her that I got my help. God gave me this opportunity through her, and I think that's how I should also give back as a way of thanking her and also thanking God.
I got a scholarship in 2009 to join Daystar through the help of a sponsor. She took me through the first 2 years, then I had to drop out of school because she lost her job and I couldn't manage to support myself because my mom she's a housewife. Because I came back in 2013 so that I could still continue actualizing my dream. But again, I had to drop out for a year before I got a scholarship in 2014 to come back to Daystar through the Daystar U.S. And I'm really grateful. God has been faithful and He has been a divine provider. I'm really grateful that someone believed in me, and after I graduate, I'm planning to come back, support a child, because I believe that's the right thing to do, because I believe there are so many bright people who do not have the resources, and I really want to come back, bring someone through the same system and ensure that they actualize their dreams.
When you support a needy student, you don't just change the person, but you also change the family and eventually change the society. So it's a very worth investment. The programs that we've rolled out at Daystar have in a significant way contributed to improving or changing the culture of corruption, the culture of greed, and we've been able to inject in our graduates a culture of integrity, a culture of hard work, and on the overall culture of excellence.
Daystar alumni are spread throughout the globe, with a majority of them giving back to the African continent through servant leadership in various capacities and through their own businesses.
So I hope that as a result of your exposure to Daystar, you'll have a greater sense for what God is doing through a really remarkable place. And that you'll join us with a sense of partnership in celebrating a Christ-centered, academically excellent university that's shaping the future of East Africa and beyond.